Because of that, we've asked Colin McLean to take us around town today and make a few suggestions for the upcoming weekend.
Hey, hey, Apollo, you make the world warm.
The Teen Festival of the Arts continues through the weekend at the Citadel. Casual tickets are available. Some plays are better than others. You're watching the hit of the festival, Stuart Lemoyne's Teens in Togas. Fun for all ages. Also this weekend, Boom and Blast, the Battle of the Bands, free in Churchill Square.
Someone I'm down at Fort Edmonton Park, and by day, this looks like a very innocent place. But watch out this weekend, because it's going to be haunted. There's also something spooky happening over at the Phoenix Theater. Wicked, Wicked Waxworks, the 1988 fringe hit, is back from the grave, just in time for Halloween. It's a wonderfully wicked gothic tale of love and other things that go bump in the night.
You can take these people and turn them into the wax statues they're meant to be.
Wicked, Wicked Waxworks plays at the Phoenix Theater downtown through to November 5th. Hello, I'm Terry Lynn Meyer, and welcome to On the Town. Well, the Citadel celebrates the 25th anniversary, and the Family Series has kicked off at the McLeod Theater. We'll find out more about that. As well, Wicked, Wicked Waxworks comes to the Phoenix Theater just in time for Halloween. And speaking of Halloween, there's some scary movies around. Film critic Mark Horton will be here. We'll talk about some of the latest thrillers. Also, we'll find out more about the music of Michael Martin Murphey. He comes to town to play with the Edmonton Symphony. Make sure you stay with us today as we go on the town. Well, just in time for Halloween, the 1988 fringe hit, Wicked, Wicked Waxworks, returns. This is a wonderfully wicked show, a story of love and other things that go bump in the night.
It is done.
Excuse me.
What?
I'm here eating apple.
So?
Well, I overheard you ask Lord Dandy if he had, and he hadn't, and you seemed to get rather cross, but you didn't ask me, and I wondered if that made any difference about the way you felt towards me, romantically speaking.
I bet you just love me to death.
Oh, yes, I do.
The scene that we saw in the photo call was just as, you see, I am in love with Lord James Dandy, and I have been his servant for so many years that I decided to put a curse in an apple. So I put all these apples at the front, and what happens, he invites Thomas Bain Rott to come and make wax statues out of all these actors. And, well, they were just going to pose, but I got really angry and everything and said that I have had it. I am turning my soul over to the powers of darkness and the whole bit, and I had this ritual. And the scene that you're seeing is just after that happens. And I said, it is done, okay? So they're frozen, except for the only person who's not frozen is Thomas Bain Rott. So then we decide, I think, well, okay, he's here, I might as well use him for something, right? So we decide that we're going to live in a disguise as husband and wife and everything for the next 100 years.
You're not even a statue, are you?
Shall I try?
You must be sent here for a reason.
How's this?
That's very nice. You will help, Baba, yes?
I'd do anything for you.
You can take these people and turn them into the wax statues they're meant to be.
With a few simple touches, I can make them look like statues, yes.
Oh.
And then in the second act, I come back as Barbara Yaga, which is Baba's great-great-granddaughter, and he comes back as Tommy Rott, which is Thomas Bain Rott's great-great-grandson. But we don't know until that very night that we're related, type of thing. I know, but he doesn't. So basically that's the setup, is just before Act 2.
What do you like about your character?
Well, I think it's because it's my heritage. My ancestors come through again. It's a really fun part to play because I think everybody's got a Baba, even if it's not Slavic Baba, you've still got a grandmother or whatever, and this is kind of the evil side. It's almost like that little woman that when you went trick-or-treating as a kid, and there was always that one little woman that she'd come to the door and she'd go, "What do you want?" or something like that. And you're always afraid, and I think that because you're a little kid, you make it more of a frightening experience than it really is.
In the woods, when they were going for a walk, you'll confirm this, yes?
Sworn on a Bible.
Oh, soon they will give up looking, and we will live in the castle forever and never be bothered again.
And then we'll be married.
Love is not for Baba.
What had happened was when they were designing the medieval dungeons at West Edmonton Mall, a friend of mine who's also in the show, she plays Angelica McBliss, Karenko, was getting her face cast in dental plaster for the medieval dungeon. And as she was gagging on dental plaster, I go, what a great idea for a show. We'll do one about a wax museum. And that's how the show came about. So I just wrote out a story with all these strange characters, you know, people that we'd already known. Linda, a very strange character. Linda Karenko, who plays Baba the Lava Baba Yaga. So all the characters are basically written for specific individuals that we already had in mind. Then the story was turned over to a brilliant comedy writer, Terry Cole.
The message is Halloween should never die. And it's really, really fun. And think about those chickens when they're sitting in the chicken coop on a stormy, cold night.
Serious message.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Ooh, ah.
When we were talking with Gary, he said that when they created the play, they really had people in mind. How much of you turned up in Baba? How many of your characteristics?
Well, I think Gary has seen me do this type of a character quite often, so I think my own characteristics, gee, I don't know. I think it's more my Baba's characteristics that are they're in it. And you'll see this year, Barbara is a different character than last year, because we played her pretty straight last year, which was fun. But this year, she's more related to Tommy Rott, so she's more of that kind of, you know, more fun character.
What we've done is eliminate any kind of artistic venture whatsoever. It's built just for comedy, just for fun.
It's fun because it's fun for all ages. Everybody was a kid once, and it's not a kid's show. There's a little bit of, you know...
Is it scary? Or only?
No. Well, I don't know, maybe to somebody little, I have a pretty wicked laugh.
Yeah.
I have pretty dark eyes. We don't sleep much with the Dandy Manor.
It seems as though love has some use after all.
Wicked Wicked Waxworks. It plays at the Phoenix Theatre downtown through to November 5th.